Controversy at George Mason University, just across the Potomac from the U.S. Supreme Court. The GMU Faculty Senate saying it does not want to name their law school after the late conservative Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. This is the latest in a long string of politically correct controversies on campuses across the country.
You should not sleep at night. We're out. You're disgusting.
First at Yale, students got an email from a student group discouraging offensive Halloween costumes. One university lecturer responded, implying students should be able to pick their own Halloween costumes even if they are offensive. But that didn't sit well with some students.
It is not about creating an intellectual space. It is not. You understand that?
2 months later, the lecturer resigned from Yale.
Be quiet.
And you won't believe this one. Total outrage when students saw these chalk drawings on the campus of Emory University in Atlanta. The students claiming they felt unsafe.
You might as well be racist if you're supporting a racist.
Donald Trump has a platform that is based entirely on violence, entirely on xenophobia, on racism, on sexism.
And now it's George Mason University trying to rename its law school in honor of former conservative Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. The response? Huge controversy.
What's happening here at George Mason, really, when you boil it down, is a group of left-wing professors are hoping to make a political statement rather than paying the late justice the respect he deserves.
The school's faculty passing a resolution calling the name change problematic and asking George Mason University to suspend the renaming of the law school.
It's really just a huge opportunity for the school that the faculty, for the sake of making a political statement, wants to turn down.
George Mason University professor of law Lloyd Cohen, who supports the Justice Scalia name change, goes on the record. Nice to see you, sir.
Pleasure to be here, Greta.
All right. First of all, is this name change tied to any sort of contribution money? Because sometimes people make a significant contribution in exchange for naming something.
Certainly. Yes. That's what law schools, in some sense, are in the business of doing, what universities are in the business of doing. Universities sell the name of the university. They sell the name of schools. They sell the name. Sell puts maybe the wrong tinge on it for people.
Honor. In exchange for it.
Exactly. And we're fortunate. That is, most universities that do receive money for names, or law schools receive money for names, name them after donors who have no legal distinction whatsoever. Here we have the opportunity to name the law school over one of the greatest Supreme Court justices in the history of the United States.
How much money is on the line for this? Or how much would the school get?
Well, there's actually two separate grants. One grant from the Koch Foundation, not tied to the naming at all. It's just for a scholarship program of $10 million. And then an anonymous donor. I asked the dean who the anonymous donor was. He was wise enough not to tell me because I can't keep a secret. That one was for another $20 million, and that is tied to naming it after the great Justice Scalia.
So there's sort of $30 million on the table, and the students. I thought it was sort of a conservative law school, attracted conservative students. I'm a little bit surprised.
Oh, well, at the law school, there's a little bit of rumbling. That is to say, probably our students are, on balance, more conservative than what you would find at other law schools, or more libertarian than what you find at other law schools. But there's an element that finds him objectionable.
Is the First Amendment dead? I mean,
is the First Amendment dead?
On college campuses?
It's under threat, and it's under threat by a cabal of lunatic left-wing students and lunatic left-wing faculty, but not at the law school. That is, all of this objection from faculty members is coming from the main campus, and none from people in the physical sciences, none from people in math, none from people in economics.
And at the law school?
None.
Oh, so the law school is happy to have this?
The law school is overjoyed.
To have, especially $30 million tied to it.
Yes, we have largely. I'm enormously proud of George Mason University School of Law. We have an outstanding faculty. A former dean, Henry Manny, who created the intellectual atmosphere of this place, it was said that he levitated the place because we did it without money. And now there's an opportunity to have money, some money.
I remember it got started not so many moons ago. Anyway, Professor, nice to see you, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here.